the season?
You know, I think maybe from your guys' standpoint, that's what the focus is, but I don't know that it's really a whole lot different from our standpoint approaching Matthew. You know, his progress and talent and all those different things are about the same as they were last year at this time. I mean, it was the injury, but that was never an injury that was going to be a long-term injury. You know, it was something that he was able to put behind him. It wasn't anything that was going to affect his throwing motion or anything that he was going to carry forward. So we were all very optimistic that that we were going to see great things from him because we saw him in flashes in 2010. You know, the 3 games that he played very, very well, and left all 3 games with the lead and everything else. A lot of people like to say that Matt took a real big step this year. The only step he really took was playing 16 games. I mean, he was playing at a high level in 2010.
Would you say that he validated as opposed to back then? Maybe he didn't have to. He validated
No, I think Matthew's validation for faith that we've had in him is really yet to come. I mean that in an optimistic, in a positive way. He's gonna do great things for our franchise, and I sort of infamously said that when we were going through some tough times in Detroit, but we still feel the same way. And the step that we took this year was an important step for us, but it's only the surface of where we're going to be and where Matthew's going to be.
What does it take for you guys to take that next step to get past Green Bay and challenge for what you guys want to do?
Well, I don't know that you look at it like we have to get past Green Bay. Where we got from 0-16 to being a playoff team was not really comparing ourselves to any other teams and not doing anything else other than trying to improve, just improve step by step every single day. And if we take that same approach, then we can be in that whatever. We can be in that. I think the way you look at it is this: if our goal is to be good for a long period of time. Our goal is not to turn it around quickly. It was not to make the playoffs. It wasn't to beat Green Bay or anything else. Our whole thing was to be good for a long period of time. To do that, we need to make good long-term decisions, and we need to stick with the plan and have confidence in the plan. I think we've done that so far in these first 3 years.
Jim, as you broke down the defense the second half of the season, did you find anything that troubled you other than the fact that key guys were hurt or banged up?
Well, we certainly didn't finish the way that we started. I think it was, if you really want to look back about week 10, when we lost Lawrence Jackson, we lost Willie Young, we lost Chris Houston, we lost Lou Delmas. We had a sort of revolving door at the nickel position. And the way we play defense, we don't have just 11 players on defense. We have about 15 or 16 that roll through. And we had a significant portion of those guys that were out. And I think when you look at where we are defensively and the steps that we still need to take defensively, our depth wasn't as good as it will be. And I think that showed over the last 6 games of the season, and it showed in the playoffs also. We're in a tough division. There's a lot of offensive firepower in our division. There's a lot of offensive firepower in the NFC. And in order to compete with that, number one, we have to have offensive players in place that can score with those teams. But we also have to improve, every level of our defense. Our defensive line obviously gets a lot of attention, but there's still work we can do there. Linebackers all the way to the secondary.
Are you still comfortable and confident in the, I don't know if you want to call it the scheme or the system or the philosophy that you guys are employing?
Oh yeah, we're very confident in what we're doing, and I think mistakes have been made in the past of changing course too quickly and changing course for reasons other than things other than physical things and personnel things.
Jim, for your defense and the organization, how critical is it that you guys either get Cliff Avril locked up long term or you're able to put on him?
Well, Cliff's very important to us. You talked a little bit before about Stephen Tulloch. Young, fits the scheme, was durable this year. And Cliff took a big step this year. Lots been made of Matt Stafford being healthy for 16 games. Cliff took a big step this year of being on the field. And, when you have those things, when you have guys that fit your scheme, when you have guys that are young, that you can continue to build with, I think they're very important to us. And Cliff's obviously a guy that's very important to us. He fits our scheme well. He was an impact player last year. Over 10 sacks, had 11 sacks, a lot of forced fumbles. A couple games that he sort of iced, an interception late against San Diego to seal our playoff bid. Sack and a strip in a couple games that really, made a difference for us.
Jim, you mentioned the importance of free agency. Is Portland Finnegan a guy who could fit your scheme maybe if you were available?
Yeah, there's a lot of guys.